Well, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Big Butters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. Wonderful hello.
I won up to my last hello.
When we left off, we were investigating the tomb and all that, and Nigga came in, popped in and said, hey bro, what's up? I'm gonna prosecute your dad and put him on death row, and you on death row too. See you later. And then he ran like a little bit.
Like a little bit.
So now we gotta go chase after him. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go move, and I'll assume that he's probably in the royal residence courtyard. He's gonna run again or something. I don't know. Let's find out.
All over the entire
We're gonna chase him to the airport, through the plane, into the United States, and the right thing is to record him in the bathroom. That Trucy is cleaning at the time we intrude in it. And she's going like, what are you doing at home? It's a long story. Anyways. Neota, would you stop already? No.
Freaking
What do you want?
Elsa Rapunzel crossover.
God damn it. It's about Dirk. Would you please hear me out?
Hear
I fail
me
to see
out.
why I should. Now if you'll excuse me.
Oh. He phased away.
Hold it! Neota! Are you afraid of what I might have to say?
You
If
chicken.
not, then there's no harm in listening, right? Very well, speak.
What is he, a dog?
Make it quick.
Speak. Woo woo.
There's much I must do. Why does everything have to be so difficult with you? You act like a teenager over here. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So I know you'll be prosecuting Dirk's
That's your
case.
age, not your shoe size.
Oh, but aren't there any other prosecutors in this country? Why does it have to be you?
Yeah.
Her Eminence Queen Garan personally requested that I serve as prosecutor.
That's a sick
She
queen.
did? That would make it hard to say no. Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills.
Oh wait, does she even know? Probably not.
I'm sure she knows that they're
they're related?
family. Yeah, I'm sure she knows. Yeah. So she didn't have to ask you to handle the case against your own father. Be honest. You really don't want to do this, do you? You speak of love and sentiment.
What are those things?
I guess so. I do not deny such human emotions. But the law is the law, and placing personal feelings above it is beyond reprieve. Do you disagree? Well, no, I don't disagree, but civilizations only exist due to the confines of the law. Without them, love and sentiment would lack the fertile soil they need to flourish. Do you disagree? No, but the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is of no consequence. It is that simple, or would you say otherwise? But...
Come on, Apollo, tell him how wrong he is.
But don't you wish it wasn't that way? Huh? we're getting judged hardcore. Oh, there's that cyan head shake.
Yeah.
It appears I've wasted my breath on you.
And the winner is Prosecutor's own money!
Don't pick
Ding, ding, ding.
Still spewing empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. You putrid red pepper.
At least you're not a stink bug.
I know I'm right.
At least you're not an egg yolk.
Yeah, but didn't have to be so eloquent about his point. It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Oh, pretty boy bitch.
Apollo! I'd cut back on the debates with him if I were you. Just stick to questions like the one you wanted to ask.
Hey, you stuck around. Who cares about Dirk? Or who Dirk cares about? Fuck.
Wow! Wow!
Ooh, my word dyslexia came in hard on that one. Now you don't want to ask you about the hostage situation. Angus said he had someone dear to Dirk in the palm of his hand. And he was using that person along with his hostage as leverage to obtain the orb. That's news to me. Well, that's what Inga said.
I missed it. What? I blacked out.
He's telling him about the leverage, the hostage situation. You get your chance to get in the orb, goodbye. my only, how shall I say, insurance, Dirk. What? I got someone dirty riding up on my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. You can go your own way.
Oh my god.
I get the impression Dirk had no choice but to following his demands after he heard that. So who do you suppose this special person is? I wouldn't know.
Oh my god.
My person's reacting.
Oh.
Hey, Nita, what you just said? God bless you. My person's crushing my wrist. Good. It so really hurts. What the heck's going on? Oh my god. That's so much denial.
Yeah.
And where's your tricks, you putrid pepper? That bracelet reacts to the anxieties of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. But I don't know how it works. I can make it tighten around your wrist anytime I wish. Consider this a warning. I don't know how we did it, but this renders my bracelet useless. To combat it, I just become a ball of anxiety.
Dude, I would never be able to hang out with Apollo in real life. His hand would get cut off.
To beat you, I just think duck, 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 anxiousness. Oh my god. Anyways.
Oh god.
Alright, now then. Such devilry is powerless in the face of the Holy Mother's blessing.
Looks like your special power won't work against Prosecutor Sadmati, Apollo. We'll have to try something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just have to ask Dirk about this. It appears... Huh? You intend to go through with the trial you have no hope of winning. Grow up, Mr. Justice. We're no longer children, you and I. I'm not the one who needs to grow up, Nayuta.
Oh!
In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Wright. Something you haven't done yet, motherfucker.
Oh, you tell him, Apollo.
Is he mad? I can never tell with him. This trial is different. Your foolishness will only earn you a death sentencing for aiding and abetting a criminal. And those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life as something lower than a bug or vegetable. You'd be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold. But mold? It's pretty harsh. If you should avert such a fate, abandon this folly before it is too late. I don't care if I end up as a dollop of blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm going to defend Dirk in court. You fool. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might, no matter what you say or do. Consider yourself forewarned. Now if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
Peace up. A-town down. Okay.
Oh my god. Prosecutor Sadmati knows his father will be publicly executed if he's found guilty. Yet he won't show even an ounce of mercy.
Oh god. Nayuta, is this the real you? Have you really changed? Do you really plan on sending Dirk to his death? Do you even hear me?
That's deep.
Don't Dirk and I matter to you anymore?
Oh yeah, he'd also be killing Apollo, technically.
Yeah. What if? Hear me out. I'm getting all Ken Jeong up in here. Oh, to be continued. Great time for what if. What if Nayuta is playing this old hard shell, turning feet to and betraying the Defiant Dragons and go work with the Queen? What if it's an inside job? What if he's doing all this to tear this all apart from the inside? What if in the end he pivots and all of a sudden he's helped us completely overturn the Garan regime? This is all a long ploy, and he has to stick to it. No one can know the truth. It's like so
like a long con.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in a spoiler alert here for those of you that haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh,
it's like a boss situation. Remember, like, she betrayed her country because she had to go on the inside and tear it apart from the inside.
Yeah.
And everyone thought she was a villain, but she had to do it.
That's right. And then by the end, they were all just like,
yeah. By the way, spoiler. I just said beforehand. Spoiler alert for Metal Gear Solid 3. I think I saved. I'll save again, and then I'll go to the title. But it's gonna be maybe it's one of those situations. He's playing that heart. I hit return title instead of continuing.
Oh my god.
Good job, me. At least I saved there before that. Okay, let's go back into that.
You okay?
Hey, we're Phoenix now. Apparently, we've switched feet. We've pivoted to Phoenix.
We switched lawyers.
His face is over there.
Yeah.
Maya passed out right after found her in the tomb.
She woke up, had a popsicle.
God damn it. Hey, Ma, you want a popsicle?
I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open.
Phone this pillow. You missed.
Yeah. Ooh, ow.
She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. The doctor says it's just exhaustion. But I can't help but worry.
Hey.
What is it, Wright? You alright? Yeah, I'm just thinking is all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permissions we have without you. Well, I didn't come all the way to crying to be useless. Speaking of the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful to us as well. Eng's autopsy report. Time of death is approximately 3 p.m. Cool. Tomb diagram. Okay, so we're getting some of the things that Apollo... Are we going to be doing 2 cases at once? This might be complicated if that's what's going on here. What? Okay, what are we doing? So... Okay, so that's not everything Apollo got, though, so... Okay. I can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I'd have been so lost without him these past few days.
More like past few years. You.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You know who that is. Wait, right?
Wait, no.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Oh, you meant Roundhead Northeast, right?
You're from the Gronwell Guard, right? You get to take that voice now.
I am Lackey. Like
Oh,
the
Lackey.
lackey. Oh my god. We're gonna remember him in this old rubber.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's very specific.
Yeah.
Now, what does the shoulder rubber want with me? Wait, come to think of it, my shoulders are a bit stiff.
Don't be afraid.
Okay, never mind.
I'm here for one purpose only. I'm here to bring you before her eminence. Queen Garan, Grand Priestess of Karan.
This is gonna horrify me, I have a feeling.
Will you comply?
The Queen? What does she want with me? And why does he have a shot? Why does he have to shout like that? I can't fathom my Queen Garan would summon you.
Yeah.
But I advise you accept her Eminence's gracious invitation. It's not like you can really deny a queen what she asked for.
Yeah.
Royal shoulder rubber lackey, was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen?
The name Lackey. L-A-H-K-E-E. I'll pray to your power and green ground. I'm sounding like Army now. I don't know. She's not for seeing approval, grand chief prosecutor Edgeworth.
Smart one.
You are both to come with me. Just a mixture between Army and the judge.
Yeah, you mean to say Queen Garan sees our every move?
Yes, indeed. Ever spiritual powers in me. You can see what's going 1,000 miles away.
This guy needs a little bit of, like, sleeping pills to calm him down a little
Some
bit.
NyQuil.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, right. Fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. Yeah, me too.
He's like, and I work with Apollo.
Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? What could she possibly be up to?
I don't know.
I guess we're gonna figure out.
Now that my husband is gone.
I need a new king. Come with me, sir, if you want to live.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine?
You will be my husband, or I will murder you senseless.
That'd be awkward. Hey, Trucy, you have a new mom.
You'll be in small enough pieces for the ants to feast on you.
Oh, God. That's like,
I
that's,
guess I can't say no. Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was cool. That's terrifying. The bobbed head lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome.
Could you imagine that would mean that Trucy and Rafa would be sisters?
Oh, God.
It'd be amazing.
Oh, my God.
Anyways.
And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Good Lord.
Man, you move fast. Thank you.
I've learned how to teleport.
This place is still as magnificent as last time.
We've heard much about you, bobbed one.
Oh, God.
This is Rafa's doing.
Yes, it is.
That man is barbed head. As you wish. That's what we call him, dear.
Oh, boy.
It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wake.
Is that what people have been saying about me?
He's like, sounds about right.
Right, where are your manners? Your Eminence, I am both humbled and delighted to be in your presence.
Thank God Ezra's here to balance things out.
Your Eminence, I'm glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well.
Oh my God.
For your husband having died.
It is all right. There's no need to keep your head bowed all day.
Good, I might stab someone if I keep looking down like this. Yes, Your Eminence.
Oh, Phoenix. Hello.
Rafa's not looking too good.
Well, her father is dead.
I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder.
I was gonna say, she's only 14.
So what can I do for you, Your Eminence?
We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand.
Perfect, because I have a few questions of my own. Oh boy, time for question wars. Inga's crime.
Question wars. We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired. So it is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that our husband Inga has been seeking the Founder's Orb?
That's right, he wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted my FA.
Insolent fool!
You kid, can the child be escorted from the chambers, please?
Katonk!
Ow!
That is a lie, I say. Father would have never done such a
Don't
thing.
hit me with your goddamn cane thing, but he did abduct Maya. This much is...
I will not stand here and listen to this nonsense. You will pay for this. You. Katonk!
It's just smashing it. Please, your benevolence. God. Jesus.
It is quite enough, Rafa. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. We believe we know why your father would do such a thing. Huh? We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of obtaining spiritual power. And with it, he intended to usurp the throne.
Well then.
Mother!
What do you mean, Your Eminence?
Inga was planning a coup, for he was dissatisfied with the current administration, and his secret police was the primary instrument of his treason.
Secret police? They came up during the High Priest murder trial, too. An elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice. In this case, Inga. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group.
Yep, indeed. Inga turned that once proud force into his own private army, and he intended on using them to launch a coup and assassinate us.
So Your Eminence had no control over them?
As much as it shames us to admit Khura'in is not the unified realm it would appear to be.
Really?
We are truly sorry you had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom. How could Father... Oh, but now that Inga could not have become king simply through our assassination. Oh, but no, not now. For in Khura'in, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne.
I see. Next time Minister Inga was seeking the Founder's Orb.
Barbed one, do you recall the man known as Pilslub and Understanding?
What about him?
He too was involved in Inga's machination.
I mean, he was the one that went in and got the thing and murdered someone, so I was thinking before that he was the only one that could have really gotten the orb because it was stolen recently in the first place to bring to
God, we haven't heard or seen this
Oh
guy.
yeah!
Oh, no.
It's more like this, man. Something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb, and covered up the theft.
It was more like this, man.
Yeah, that's exact. There it is.
And then he sent the orb to the U.S. for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. Dirk the criminal!
The capture of the infamous villain Dirk Sadmadi may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Now perhaps the kingdom may return to the peace it once knew. Oh, what a joyous day!
Grand Priestess of Khura'in! Grand Priestess of Spiritual Power invoked a blessing straight from the Holy Mother! I can see how her cronies would be elated of the prospect. But the queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like, I'm 99% sure that she is obviously behind the murder of the original queen in the first place and used Dirk as an easy way out.
She doesn't seem to have you know, she doesn't seem to care that her husband was just killed.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I know it ties in with the fact of, you know, because it's a story, you can write in whatever you need it to.
Yeah.
But the fact that the previous queen's husband was a lawyer makes it an easy way to be like, oh, by blaming it on the husband, we can also bring in the DC Act so we can prevent lawyers from actually figuring out the truth of what was behind this case by killing them all.
Yeah.
And making them all run away in fear. You know, that can kind of work to her end as well, to keeping the truth under wraps, and then, you know, we walk in and fucking ruin the party.
Yeah.
So she's probably like, how about your disciple comes in and not you little piece of garbage, because you've ruined 3 cases for me so far. Don't you dare enter that courtroom again. Mm-hmm. On my command of my is she a benevolence? Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah. Father.
Rafe, on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking it so well. About that incident that occurred 23 years ago. The one in which Dirk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara. She'll be like, oh, did!
Yes, he set fire to a private residence, burning my dear sister alive.
Oh, sisters. Interesting. Murder by arson.
Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime.
That event also
Damien? He does love arson. No.
Yeah. Oh, but that event also set the stage for you to become queen. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence?
As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions. The longest of which was the previous Minister of Justice.
Interesting. She was the Minister of Justice beforehand.
Huh. It was in that position that we were best able to support our eldest sister, Queen Amara.
Interesting. That's her husband's positions, or at least it was. As the Minister of Justice, you could potentially come through and say, oh, hey, Dirk falsified that evidence.
Yeah.
He's the murderer. It's all coming together.
Yo.
And when you ascended to the throne, you passed the Defense Culpability Act. Let's talk about that, Your Eminence. Those who would support criminals would be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence?
The assassination of our dear sister Amara.
Go on.
When the infamous villain Dirk Sarmadi was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer.
That's right. Dirk used to be a lawyer. How does that change anything?
Dirk had been an extraordinarily talented lawyer and highly esteemed by the people. But he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case.
I see.
But when the truth of his fabrications and the assassination of the Queen came to light, the people were devastated. Trust in the legal system plummeted.
So you killed them instead. Now why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, I wonder. Brush my hair back. Oh, God.
It doesn't need to be brushed back.
No.
It's been brushed back since he was born.
Yeah.
In crime, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should the people lose their faith in it, the kingdom would be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss.
So that's how you sought to... You're going like hardcore. Your voice has slowly evolved more and more pompous as each line goes through.
I love it. I'm having fun.
You're slowly like going from the Queen into like Nigel Thornberry territory. That hurt my throat. Ow. God, that like my voice box went like...
Be careful.
My voice box went like to the left of my throat or something.
I've never gotten
weird.
to have a character that matches this. I want to go. I want to go all out, man.
It's hysterical. I love it. Keep doing
great.
it. That's how you set the limit. The use
powder.
That's an inside joke that no one's going.
If anyone has seen Flapjack, more powder.
They'll get what it's from, but they won't get the reason why that joke is so damn funny to us.
Powder.
So that's how you start to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence.
I just did that voice.
But that law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who've been accused.
We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself.
Just scared it to its core, I see.
Those who are confident that they can prove their client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself have shown.
Well, I guess so, but
Great.
without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted.
So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials.
Which I don't think has ever happened.
There needn't be fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree?
Perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Let's not get started down this path.
Furthermore, here in Crime we have divination seance. And so we no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie.
I just realized that if this case goes the way that it should, this is just a repeat of the Apollo Justice arc in a nutshell.
What do you mean?
Of a completely destroyed legal system because of falsified evidence. And the person that's behind it in this case is the person that, like, has changed everything for their favor, the queen, where it was...
Is this just like the international version?
This is the foreign version of Apollo Justice storyline with
the dark age of the law.
with some changes here and there, but it's pretty similar to be quite fair.
Yeah.
It's not the exact same.
No.
But it's real fucking close.
Yeah, you can go.
Yes. Well, in the short time I've been here, I've been beaten back. I've beaten back false charges twice.
Twice.
And I found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect.
Oh, Phoenix.
So yes, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least.
Ho, ho, ho. Such relentless rhetoric. Your reputation precedes you, barbed one. It feels as if we ourselves were being cross-examined.
Oh no, that wasn't my intention.
It is true that some feel that the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best, but it is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged.
If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure.
To sacrifice, some of you may die, but it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Accurate.
The fact that the following is its passage. The crime rate in crime dropped markedly, and therefore we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act.
Really? None at all.
Yeah.
Right, why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law after all.
I know, he's like interrogating her.
Yeah.
Did you do it? About the Founder's Orb that was to be exchanged for the hostage.
Do you have it? I need spiritual power, please.
It went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that?
Nope.
She narrowed her eyes at us. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
It's
missing?
She's squinting at us right now.
I'm sure Dirk had it when he went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence.
In that case, and perhaps Dirk has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there is a matter of that horned youth you were with.
Oh, you must mean Apollo.
From his odd hairstyle, may we assume him to be a relative, perhaps your younger brother?
We get that all the time, but no, he's a random stranger. No, you got it all wrong. He's Dirk's son.
Why would you say that?
Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood.
Dirk's... Royal Guard, go arrest him at once.
Boy, I was about to say, she's gonna go fucking ape shit and... Okay.
Phoenix, why would you do that?
That was a dumb move to say of just like, it's his son.
Why would he say Dirk's son and not say, oh, yes, he is my, what would you call it?
Apprentice.
Disciple. Yeah.
So
He works at my law firm. Why wouldn't he say that?
I don't know. I wonder if we're going to be running 2 cases at once with Apollo defending Dirk and Phoenix
defending Apollo.
Well, no, I'm thinking Phoenix is going to be doing something to attack the Defense Culpability Act.
I don't know.
It might not be a murder trial because that's what Apollo's doing, but our trial, because we have different evidence under Phoenix's name that's still tied to this, but it could be to destroy the Defense Culpability Act or something like that.
We won't know until we keep going.
Let's see what this is going to go. Huh? What's she whispering in that one guy's ear?
Oh no. thank you for your time and telling me my next victim.
Oh, Jesus.
The two of you may go now.
Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Apollo and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so maybe we should go speak with the locals over at the bazaar?
Phoenix
Okay.
fucked up.
Don't go tearing apart my
Phoenix
don't go
fucked
tearing
up.
apart my disciple. This probably should have kept a few words down on that one, but man,
Phoenix has never been known for being the wisest person.
No. he has.
Rawr, what is this? Early 2000s?
Was that a lion? Oh, that caught me by surprise too when I
Oh,
first
it's
heard
the
it.
bird, yeah.
It's the cry of the local bird known as a warbad. Warbod. A bird? That sounds like that.
That's right.
Sounds like a beast and a bird if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry. You know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yes, well, can't say I've heard one quite like that before. Oh, it's more than unusual. It's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. If it's so rare, then what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being their national bird.
It's someone shot it.
Was that a gunshot?
Oh, it's Dad's, I think.
Starting a PW.
Yep, it's him.
What was that, Dad? Did you just fire a fucking gun in the air? Nah, I just killed the bird. It was
I know,
pissing me off.
just killed the national. There he goes with his pose.
And it's a jutsu.
He's like, I am the bird now.
I call these puppies dragon snot snaps. Oh, is it like those things you throw at the ground? They go.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. And you need those. Why? Because the hard work is starting to pay off.
Like those little
Thanks
poppers.
for TV
yeah.
signal hijacking and stuff. More and more people are joining our cause.
Oh.
But on account of that, the regime's been cracking down on us real tight like.
Tough
real rough
like.
Fuck.
I've missed this man.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that going on lately. You can say that again. I mean, what's with the high priest fake murder / suicide? Wait. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was talking about. Inga. I was like, what?
No, high priest, not minister of justice.
Yeah. People are calling it the DCA tragedy. It's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully, this means trust's death won't be in vain after all.
Yeah.
So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to going to be of help to you guys anyway? Simple. First, to supply them to our fellow rebels.
Okay.
Then we use them as a diversion when we need to shake ground's goons.
Okay.
Huh? Like this. Whoa. But will you cut that out? I'm not with the regime and I'm not chasing you.
He thinks it's hilarious.
Reaction, that was priceless, PW. I guess it sounded that more bad too. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. You know. Huh?
You
Oh.
there.
Hi.
You are one of those insurgents, are you not?
Jake! Take that! And he's gone.
He just...
And like Superman, he's gone. Those firecrackers,
He just...
those firecrackers are more useful than I thought.
Barbed head.
Oh shit, you're here now. Your benevolence. I mean, you didn't have... What can I do for you?
I wanted to speak with you
Well, that's a first.
about what my mother said.
Oh boy.
I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup.
Well, I can understand why you'd feel like that, but...
It was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him.
And how do you know that?
I just do, because the Holy Mother guides me. And as the royal priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see.
Huh. Maybe this is just how Rafa expresses her sense of duty.
You're investigating this matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you and bestow upon you the royal priestess's wisdom.
Ha 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 ha! That's the best news I've heard all day, Your Benevolence. No one would dare get our way with Rafa by our side.
That is true.
We'll humbly accept your offer, don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, Wright. Why the fuck do you keep getting kids beside you
I
on
know,
every
right?
goddamn case I
It's
see
just
you
a
in?
bunch of kids around him all the time. Excellent. Then let us begin my father's private quarters. We should be able to find some clues there. I shall expose this false charge for what it is, if it is the last thing I do.
Could it be? Is the reason she's so defensive about Inga's because she's a daddy's girl?
Barbed Head, let us not waste any time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Now follow me.
Up.
She just booked it.
Wait, is she sure in a hurry? Right, the master's private quarters may hold evidence related to this murder as well. Yeah, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Rafe is awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find.
Yeah.
After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control of the whole affair.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like that might be the case, though.
This is like a freaking Game of Thrones scenario.
For real. Well, we're gonna get down to the bottom more of this next time.
Hoo-wee.
Hey, edgy boy. Bye.
Edgy Worth.